Joe, you're fired. It works every time. Focus. That was for you. All right, so welcome to Midnight Studios. Today what we're going to talk about is more of a philosophy of mixing, of what you do after you get all the sounds put together. So this is going to take place after you've done your comps and you've got all the guitar lines that you want put in, all the drum lines. So this is the point at where you're actually ready to start digging into the mix to get that sound that you're trying to get for the client. So one of the first things you have to do, and this is a lesson that I learned from my mentor Earl, is I was actually up there working with him. It was my first time to get behind the board in the console. And he's like, all right, go, start mixing. So I pushed all the faders up, and first thing I heard, the kick drum, didn't like what the sound the kick drum was doing, and about 4 seconds later here, stop. I was like, oh great, what'd I do? And he's like, I knew you were gonna do that. I'm like, what did I do? I'm going after the kick drum, the sound wasn't what we needed. And he said, do you know what the song is about yet? And that's has stuck with me ever since that point. So what I want you guys to really do is when you're mixing is before you start really trying to figure out what's going on, just push all the faders up. Get what I call like a live mix or a board mix. Make sure you hear everything that's going on. Make sure you got all the drums in there. Make sure the bass lines are in there, the rhythm guitars, the leads, and as much of the vocals as possible. Then I want you to sit back and just listen. Now, this is even before you start doing any EQing, any compression, any funky delays or reverbs on the voice. Just listen to what you have there. And this is especially true if you're not the one that has produced or recorded the song itself, because you need to understand what the song is about. And that will send you down the direction of which way you want to mix. So you really need to understand, is it a happy song? Is it a sad song? Is it a song about somebody's boyfriend that broke up with them? Is it a song about you and your friends partying down in Cabo San Lucas? Is it a song about death? What is the song about? Because as you're mixing, you want to keep those feelings in mind. Because at the end of the day, unlike if you're doing video here, you can see my hands and my face and everything moving, or if you're seeing something on TV or a Broadway show or a movie, all you have and all the listener has is obviously their ears. So you're trying to paint a picture with sound. So once you understand what the music is about, that will dictate where you're going to go. That's going to dictate what type of reverbs you're going to use. That's going to dictate where you want to place things inside of the stereo field. That'll dictate your drum tones. So you really need to get a true understanding about what the song is about. If you're confused as a mixing engineer, call the artist, call the producer, ask them questions. The more you understand about what they're trying to translate through the speakers to the end user is going to give you a better idea of how you want to put that finished product together. So a hip hop track versus a rock track versus a jazz track versus a country track are all going to be different. Yes, you're all mixing from waveforms, usually in Pro Tools or Sonar or whatever DAW you're using, but each one of those has a different feel, and that is going to help you develop what is your signature sound, so that when someone hears a mix or a song that's done by you, they're going to go, oh, that's a song done by Rich, or that's a song that was mixed by Sylvia, or whatever it is. And that's what you're really trying to get to. Some of the greatest mixers in the world, when you hear those tracks, like it was done by Chris Lord-Alge or Tommy Kramer or Sylvia Massey. They have these little signature sounds that are put together. So that'll definitely help you on your way getting started of what you want to do before you start grabbing and going for the EQs, like I said, or the compressions or the delays. Understand that mix, get a full understanding of the song. What is the song trying to tell you? And then where do you want to take the listener as a mixing engineer? What do you want them to feel at the end of the day when they're done listening to that song. So like I said, first thing, push all the faders up, sit back, close your eyes, listen to the song, and really, really understand what it's about, what's the emotion behind the song, and what feeling are you trying to convey to the end user for your artist or your band. All right, next segment we're going to get into probably some different placements of sound in the sound field and where to go to that. So again, thanks for sticking around watching this. Make sure you check us out at Midnight Studios, so www.midnightstudiosnj.com. Also check out Steelwire Productions, my video team here that's shooting these for me. And again, leave comments about anything you guys would want me to talk about, help you with. Trying to keep these nice and short, but more about philosophies of mixing as opposed to very technical or intricate kind of stuff. All right, thanks a lot, and we'll see you at the next video. Oh yeah, spin. It's gonna look better with a better shot, but here we go. I am Neo. I am dizzy. Ha. Later.